Hello student, in the last class we have learned about the types of plants. But now in this chapter we will learn what is a part of leaf, what are the shapes, sizes and colors of leaf, what is the function of leaf and the plants which shade their leaves. Okay, and we will learn what is the uses of leaves. Okay, so let's start. The topic name is plenty of leaves. Let's observe the following pictures of some leaves and name them. Like first is of money plant leaf or say any other leaf, okay? And the second is banana leaf, third is rose leaf, and fourth is coconut leaf, and last is lotus leaf, okay? So leaves are among the most important parts of plant. Leaves are green because they have green pigment, okay? The green pigment of leaf is called chlorophyll. Why the leaves are green? Because they have green pigment. That is why leaves are green in color, okay? And that green pigment is called chlorophyll, okay? Chlorophyll helps the plant to make food. What is the function of chlorophyll? Because of chlorophyll leaf can prepare food for the plants, okay? That is why leaves are also referred to as food factories, okay? You must have heard that what is called, who is called the food factory of plant? Leaf, okay? Leaves are called the food factories of plant. They also help the plant to breathe. Why the leaves are called food factory of plant? Because leaves can prepare food for the plants, okay? That is why they are food factories of plant, okay? And by the help of plants, by the help of leaves, plant can breathe, okay? Because in the further page we will understand there is stomata over the leaves. With the help of stomata, plants can breathe, okay? Now move to next page. Next is parts of a leaf. A leaf has many parts. These are briefly described below. First is midvein or primary veins, okay? It looks like a thin tube which runs from one end of a leaf and to the tip, okay? What is midvein? This is midvein. This is midvein. The darker tube which is visible, this is midvein. This is midvein, okay? Student, are you getting? This is midvein, okay? Yes. So next is, or we can call this primary vein, okay? This is the primary vein. Now next is side vein. What is side vein? See, besides you can see this veins, this is called side veins. This is called side veins, okay? And in the definition form, these are small tubes branching out from the midvein, okay? They make the pattern of a line on the leaf surface, okay? Do you know what is surface? The flat area of a leaf is called surface. The flat area of a leaf is called surface, okay? So this is called midvein, and it is also called lateral vein, okay? Okay, now next part of a plant is margin. What is margin? The edge of a leaf is known as its margin. It can be rough, sharp and smooth. This is the edge of the leaf. This is the edge of the leaf. This is margin. This is margin. This is margin. You must have seen some leaves. These are in this shape, okay? So they are sharper. These are sharper, harder, and you must have seen the smooth surface also, smooth edges also. So this is called the outline of a leaf. The outline of leaf or the edges of a leaf is called margin, okay? Okay, now is next is leaf blade and lamina. Okay, leaf blade and lamina. Now, what is leaf blade? The flat and board surface of a leaf is called leaf blade. Okay, the leaf blade, the flat broad surface. I have told you the surface. What is surface? The flat area of a leaf or flat area of something. Okay, the flat area of a leaf is called leaf blade or lamina. Okay, clear? This is leaf. This is the surface of leaf. This is the surface of leaf, and this is called leaf blade. This is called leaf blade. Okay, the light green color you have seen now, the coloring part of the leaf. This is leaf blade. Now next, move to stomata. What is a stomata? These are tiny pores, and mostly present on under the surface of leaf. The flat area of leaf. After then, there is stomata presented. These are very tiny that we cannot see it without any tools. With the help of magnifying lens, okay, we can see this stomata. You must have seen the picture. It is in zoom concept. Whenever you will see with the help of any tool, you will see like this. Okay, with the help of stomata, plants can breathe. Okay, now move to stalk and petiole. What is stalk and petiole? The leaf is attached to the stem with the stalk or petiole. Okay, this is petiole. See, this is petiole. Okay, this is petiole. You can see this is petiole. This is the connected part. This is the connected point which connect one side connect from the stalk, when one side connect to the stem and other side connected to the leaf. Okay, this is stalk or petiole. Okay, so there are 6 parts of leaf. First is mid vein or primary vein. Second is side vein, or we can call them lateral vein, and next is margin, and then fourth is leaf blade or lamina, and fifth is stomata, sixth is stalk and petiole. Okay, you have to practice how to make the parts of leaf, because it will definitely come in the exam that maybe you have to label them, or maybe you have to draw and then you have to send it to me. Okay, so you have to do practice to make the diagram of parts of leaf. Okay, now move to next, that is shape, sizes and color. Leaf in different plants are of different shapes. You must have seen different parts of plant. They are having different shapes. Is that clear? Okay, they are having different sizes, they are having different colors, they are having different smell. If we are talking about smell, you must have smell coriander leaf, mint leaf. They are having different smells now. Yes, so they may also have vary in number also. There are some plants those are having few leaves, but there are some huge trees plant, they are having n number of leaves. Okay, so the number can be changed, the number of leaves can be changed, the size can be changed. They are having different, okay, size, color, number and shape. Now let's talk about shape. First of all, leaves of different plants may have different shapes. They may have different shapes. Like you must have seen this rounded leaf, or you must have seen the leaves of lotus. It is in round color. Okay, and you must have seen the leaves of rose plant. They are not round, they are different. Okay, so they may be round, they may be triangular, they can be broad, they can be long, and they can be needle like. See, needle like leaves. Yes, this is needle like leaf, which is very thin from the end side. You can see the broad leaf. You must have seen there are some plants are at our home that have broad leaf. Okay, so we can say that all the plants are having different shapes of leaf. It can be round, it can be triangular, it can be broad, it can be long, and it can be needle like shape. Okay. Okay, now move to next page. Next page is about size. Okay, this there are some plants that are big and broad, some other are small, some are long. So there can be different sizes of a plant. Okay, it can be small, it can be broad, it can be big, it can be very big. There are different sizes. Okay, now let's talk about color. Most leaves are green in color. They are colored leaves. They are colored leaf too. You can see the pictures in this book also. There is dark brown color, light brown color. So they are having different color leaves. Okay, the different color leaves, there are the different color leaves just because of the special coloring pigment present in them. Okay, like green plants are having green color because there is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is having green pigment, that is why leaves appear in green color. When there is a red pigment, then the leaves will appear in red color. When there will be in brown pigment, so the leaves will appear in brown color. Okay, so we can say that the pigment called chlorophyll, okay. The green color of the leaf is called chlorophyll. Okay. Okay, now I think I'm clear all the things what how the plants are different in sizes, shapes and color. Now let's talk about smell and odor. Okay, this leaves may have different smell. Like we have discussed, mint leaf, coriander leaf, tulsi leaf, they are having different smell. Okay, they are totally different from each other. Some leaves have strong smells while other may not have. There are some leaves they are not having a smell, they are smellless. Okay, but there are most of the plants like coriander, tulsi, mint, bay leaf, they are having smells. Okay, these are the example of scented leaf. Okay, which is those are having smell. Okay, now pause to do this, you have to do at home. Give two example of each. Leaves eaten as food like spinach and lettuce leaves. Okay, leaves eaten as medicine are neem leaves and tulsi leaves. Then next is leaves used as decoration, that are palm leaves and banana leaf. Okay, so you can write it at home. Now let's talk about what are the function of leaf. What is the function of leaf? The green leaf makes food for the plants by combining carbon dioxide presented in the air and water presented in sunlight. Okay, so we can say that the function of leaf is to prepare food with the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, the process of making food for the plant is known as photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process of making food for the plant in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water is called photosynthesis. You can see the diagram of photosynthesis in plant. There is sun, which is giving sun energy, and carbon dioxide, and from the root you can see water. Observation. Okay, so with the help of these essential things, plants can prepare food for them, and this is showing the how the photosynthesis, this is showing the process of making food. Okay. Okay, so you have to do the practice of making the diagram of photosynthesis. This is equally important. Okay, now let's move towards the next page. Okay, plants which shade their leaves. Now let's talk about what are the plants who shed their leaves. Now most of the plants shed their leaves at least once every year. Most of the plants shed their leaf once in a year. Okay, in cold region they shed their leaf in autumn season. Okay, in cold region like mountain area like hill station, their trees shed their leaf in autumn season. In hot and humid place they loses their leaves before winter. Hot and humid area, when they shed their leaves before winter season. Okay, there are some other trees that shed their leaves twice a year. How they will shed the leaf? Before and after the winter. Okay, before and after the winter. So there are different in shade their leaf. There are difference by the shading their leaf. Some they shade their leaf in once in a year, some they shade the leaves in twice in a year. Cold region, in the cold region plant they shade their leaves in different season. In autumn season, in hot and humid leaves, plants shade their leaf in before winter. So there are differences in shading also. Okay, shading the leaves also. Now let's learn and grow. The layer of tissue in the bark connect the leaf stalk responsible for water supply. There are tissues presented over the bark and the stalk which helps the plant, which make the connectivity to for the water supply of a leaf. Okay, a leaf may also fall when the water supply suddenly get cuts off. When the bark, when the stalk, when the leaf will not get proper water supply, so what will happen? Then also the leaf will dry or cut off. Okay, so let's talk about the uses of leaf. There are many uses in which leaves are useful to us. First is many leaves like coriander, mint, and spinach also, that is they are the leaves that we use them as a food. Okay, we eat them as a food. So many leaves like coriander and mint are eaten by us. For some other leaves such as tejpata, in English we can say this, bay leaf, is used as spice, while parsley, basil and thyme are used as herb. Okay, there are some leaves who we can use them as herbs. Okay, now next point is some leaves like neem, tulsi, we can use these leaves as medicine because they are having medicinal values. Okay, next third point is some people in South India and some other parts of country use banana leaves, okay, to serve the food. On a special occasion, leaves of the dhak plants are used to make disposable plates and bowls. Nowadays also, whenever you enjoy the chaat, there is disposable leaves and bowls which is made up of dried leaves. Okay. Next is roof of mud house in villages are made up of palm and khus and coconut leaves. In villages there is kacha house, muddy house. So they used to cover their roof, or they used to make their roof of the house with the help of these leaves, palm leaves, khus leaves and coconut leaves. Okay, because with the help of leaves they can maintain the temperature of the room. Okay, they will not get heat. Now next last point is leaf of henna like mehndi and indigo are used as dyes. So there are the uses of leaves. First is leaves can be used as food. Second is leaf can be used as medicine. Third is leaves can be used as serving items like plates and bowls. And leaves can be used as to make roofs of a village house. And leaf can be used as dyes. Leaf can be used for decoration. Leaves can be used to do coloring. Okay, So there are some uses of leaves. Now go an extra mile. What next is manure, are substances that are used to make soil fertile for the growth of crops and plants. Do you know what is manure? Manure is the waste of animals, which we put them in the ground to grow plants. You must have seen cow dung. Okay, these are that is the waste of animal, and this is used to make manure. Okay, did you understand what is manure? The waste substance of animal that we put them in the ground to grow plants. Okay, now next is chemical fertilizer, also used to use for same purpose. Find out. Okay, there are chemical fertilizer and there are manure. What is best for you? What is best to grow the plants? As you can understand, with the help of chemical fertilizer, chemical is already by its name, it is not safe for everyone. Okay, chemical is not safe for us, chemical is not safe for plant as well. Okay, so manure, we can say that is a natural thing, natural fertilizer for the plants. If we want to grow, if we want to give them if we want to grow a healthy plant, we can care our plant with the help of manure, not with the help of fertilizer, because chemical fertilizer sometimes can affect your plants and can damage your plant. Okay, yes. So now, what is composite? Why compost produced from dry leaves is used as manure to increase the fertility of a soil? See, uh, and as the dried leaf fall down over the ground, it will dry sometime, it will damage automatically, it will mix to the soil, and it will make the soil very utility or very fertility, because it is having, it is like it can be treated as compost. Okay, it is very helpful, it is very healthier for the plants. Okay, so that it is very good to make compost of a dried leaves. What is compost? Compost can be prepared with the help of dried leaves. Okay, now move to next page. Okay, let's remember full chapter. First point is leaves are among the most important parts of a plant. Second is green leaves have a pigment that is called chlorophyll, that helps them to make their own food. Okay, third is leaf plate, margin, midvein, sidevein, and stomata are some important parts of a leaf. Okay, leaves are useful in many ways. Okay, student, now I have explained the full chapter. Still you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you, bye.